So when I think about this deck that we just completed here in Alexandria, what I think about firstly is the splinter lock ability of Kong armor. There's all kinds of kids running around here in the yard, and it's one of the features of our coating system that I'm the most proud of for parents and for grandparents, people that have young children around their home. And let me show you this deck real quick. First off, my name's Anthony Ford. I'm a notorious deck rescue and deck restoration painter. Little doggy. And I use a thick build coating system called Kong armor to encapsulate and lock down deck systems. And bring them back to life, right? Old wood deck systems, even composite systems, decks with peeling deck paint. If you look here, this deck system here had what we call peeling deck paint, and it had it everywhere. And we brought in the Kong armor system and encapsulated this and made it all very beautiful. I'll insert some pictures here so you can see what this did look like, but it had peeling deck paint basically everywhere. On the rails, on the floor, everywhere. And the Kong armor coating system has brought it back to life. But back to that splinter lock that I was telling you about. You know, they have small children here, and this deck was old. It had frayed wood. When we washed it, it had splinters everywhere. And the encapsulation of Kong, the encapsulation power of it, it locks all that down. Even the nail and the screw entry points. And look, the nail and screw entry points on this old wood floor are covered now too. Water can't get in there, but it's very hard, would be very hard. It's got this thick, almost elastic rubber surface on it now, where very hard for somebody to get a splinter when your deck's encapsulated with Kong. And this transformation here is unbelievable. I mean, just an unbelievable transformation. I'm super proud of this deck system. From where it was to what it is now, it's drop dead gorgeous. I'm in Alexandria, Kentucky is where I'm at, but the value of Kong don't stop at that splinter lock and its ability to resurface and lock down peeling deck paints and bring back old wood, bring back old composite, bring back weathered deck system. It doesn't stop there. I want you guys to, we've brought in the world's best UV deflectors, and we put them throughout the film of Kong, and the UVA and UVB rays come down and they're deflected back out. Talk to you a little bit also about what you'll see that's kind of unique about our post. When you look at guys that refinish decks anymore, they just leave these posts wide open with cracks running down them. They don't even put any filler in them or anything. And when they're done coating them, they just look horrible. And I don't blame a lot of homeowners for going with replacement with the options that they have from local painters and stuff like that that don't really understand how to protect decks. But at Kong, we have a special epoxy filler that's unbelievable at filling out the cracks of these posts. We stick it in there, it cures up harder than concrete, and it closes these posts off where water can't get down in them for life. We can also use it on big holes on band boards, or if you have imperfections in your floor, we can use it there. But man, all of this was inundated really bad with peeling deck paint, frayed wood, splinters, and the one thing that I'm really proud of with this system is Kong splinter lock ability. I mean, you can just tell that this whole deck system is locked down and encapsulated. These had real large checking in them going up through there. And we're going to go down and look at the bottom here in a second, but you can see the outside band board, it had a lot of peeling deck paint on it, and it took a lot of work to encapsulate all that. All that peeling coating is locked down under thick sheets of Kong where it can't come back up. And we'll actually stay with this customer for life of ownership with warranty. Look at the encapsulation. Look at this. Encapsulated the power lines and everything in here. Look at that. Beautiful. We'll actually stay with this customer with warranty and service for life, so they'll never have to completely redo it, given that they take the time to wash this once a year and contact us if they have any issues with the film, right? Let's go down here and look at the outside of this system, because it's absurdly gorgeous. This color is called almond, and I am shocked at how well it brought this system back to life. I really am. I mean, from where it was, I mean, it was beat down. This was a beat down system with peeling deck paint that was really bad. And I'll tell you, the underside of this deck here was also really bad. And even though we didn't coat it, we left it open, so if water gets in those boards, it'll be able to drop out the bottom side. We did clean it for them, because this was all green and black, and we got this wood bright white now. It's super clean. We coated all this up underneath here for them. This is what I'm telling you about the posts, where I tell you ours are different. You can see these all had super large cracks running down through them. I mean, massive cracks. Not like this. This is just a little crack that we missed, but I'm talking huge, massive cracks that ran through these posts, what we call checking, and they're all filled in. So now when water runs down off of these posts and down, it's not going to get down into the post. It's not going to cause rot to it, which is important, because when you own one of these structures, if you've ever had to pay someone to come in and jack one up to replace one of these posts, you understand it's a few $1,000s to do something like that. So anytime you can get those protected, it's vital. And if a customer is paying you to restore and resurface their deck, I've always felt that local painters and local tradesmen just don't pay enough attention to that stuff, because they only coat 1 or 2 decks a year. You know, they're busy coating a lot of other things, and they don't understand the water lock and what it really takes to protect one of these systems. They just don't understand it. So they leave those things open, you know. And with these thin residential paints and stuff, you don't get your fasteners covered over like this. Look at how well Kong has covered over these fasteners, and these are vertical fasteners. And yes, we focus on closing them off, but we don't focus on closing them off as much as the floor, because water runs out of these really well. But just look at how well Kong's done at even closing off the vertical fasteners here. And usually when you try to close these off, this will run out a lot. And we've actually got these encapsulated here now too, which is amazing. It's going to protect those fasteners from water, and it's going to keep any rot or anything from happening there over time. The bolts on this, everything encapsulated. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll tell you, it's tough to find somebody. This process here, we actually was able to come in. It's what we call peeling deck paint lockdown, encapsulation, but it's through a process that we call deck rescue painting. And we actually came in, washed the system up, got all their bad boards replaced for them, washed the underside of the system for them, right? Came in with that special epoxy filler that I was telling you about, filled in all those cracks. Then after the deck was sound, we did the encapsulation everywhere, the peeling deck paint, the whole deck system under big, thick layers of Kong, backed by local lifetime limited warranty and local service promise for life. We'll stay with these customers, life of ownership, right? Super valuable. We brought this deck here roaring back to life, and we can do the same to yours. You don't have to replace your deck, I promise you. I've done this over 2,000 times in the Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area. And wood is very versatile. It's tougher and more versatile than you think. And it can be saved, and it can be resurfaced, and it can be brought to life, back to life. I know firsthand. If you go to kongarmor.com, sign up for a free quotation, we can get you a beautiful high build, ultra tough, toughest coating for wood decks, docks, fences, outdoor structures that's available now on the planet. We can get you that, get your deck restored and saved, and get you under our lifetime care where you don't ever have to do it again, right? Your deck can be saved, I promise you. No matter how bad you think it is, rarely can they not be saved. We can save you a lot of money up front, and we can save you a lot of money on the back end. Go to kongarmor.com right now and sign up for a free quotation, and we'll bring your deck roaring back to life too, I promise you. I'm Anthony Ford, signing off from Alexandria, Kentucky. God, I love the splinter lock technology there. It's great, it's beautiful, that high build film. Anyways, I can talk about this stuff forever. kongarmor.com. See you guys.